All thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Yeah, I'm a little winded. I was in a rush getting myself together for work, which is where I'm headed to right now. But jumping to the scriptures, this is the book of Revelations chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So blessed are those who hear this word, blessed are those who read this word, and blessed are those who apply it. The time is at hand. The time of what? The time of our deliverance. The time of thermonuclear destruction. Everything that we've been talking about, we're finally coming into that point of it being a thing of completion. It's coming to pass. And we all fall in our lots. So here in these last days, those of us who are, reflecting on the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, actually living it, that's a sign that we could be one of his. Because when you look around, most people, they don't care about what the words say. They're not applying these words. All right? And at the end of the day, the Lord's elect are going to be sealed. Everyone outside of that, it's just not going to happen. And when I say it's not going to happen, they're just not going to receive this. Because that's how the elect are going to be sealed, is through hearing the word and believing. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So our salvation is close. The time of the end is at hand. So now, this is Job chapter 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, being Esau, Edom, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the time is at hand where Esau is going to be brought down. These devils are going to be destroyed. They're going to be shown that they are not the Most High. They're going to be shown that God is not with them. Neither was God ever with them, who they call God. Okay, the Heavenly Father being Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, was never with these devils, man. And their days are coming to where they're going to be cut off, cut out of rulership. And then once they're thrown into slavery, after a particular amount of time, they're going to be thrown out the earth. They're going to be exterminated. So that's the time we're in. We are in that day that all the prophets have wanted to see. And then some of those men, a lot of those men are actually back here to see it. They didn't see it in their past lives, but they're here to see it now. Seeing his days are determined. So the Lord has Esau's number, has his days determined. All right? The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So Esau already has a set date where he's going to be clipped out of rulership. And he can't go a second longer or a second shorter. Because it's measured already. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has set these devils to rule for a set amount of time. And now we're at the time where it's ending. And our salvation is close. Psalms chapter 104 and verse 9. Thou hast set a bound that they may not pass over, that they turn not again to cover the earth. So right now, the wicked have covered the earth. They have rulership, they have dominion, they have power. All these other nations who have a sense of power, they follow after Esau. They want to be like the so-called white man. That's why you go amongst Moab, you go amongst Ammon, you're seeing them wearing suits and ties now. That's not their culture. But because a lot of these different nations are trying to be like Esau, they're trying to be like the West, they'll sacrifice some of their ancient ways to be like the wicked because it's their time. Okay? Thou hast set a bound that they may not pass over. So there is a time that the Lord has set in his mind that he's going to cut these devils off from power. And they're not going to rule a second longer. That they turn not again to cover the earth. And right now they're covering the earth. They're saying that the Israelites were them. The ancient Egyptians were them. All the greatest empires that ever stand was them. Everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Your history goes back to the so-called white man. That's what they're trying to paint. Because they are a bunch of liars. And they've been lying for far too long. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So these devils know the Heavenly Father is going to cut them off eventually. It's already determined in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's mind. So as we're bringing out the word, as we're teaching our people, these devils are, even if they don't want to admit it, these devils are behind the scene, trembling in their boots, trembling among themselves, trembling amongst councils, because they're seeing this word not only go out, but they're seeing these words actually happen in real time. That's where we are right now. We're at a point in time where things are happening in real time. It's not a matter of if or when at this point. See, most of the things that we're saying are either happening or it's easy to see. Okay? Even when we talk about famine, we might not be in a famine right now, but for those who pay any attention, they would be able to understand, like, I could see that. That makes sense. We talk about a economic collapse coming. Anybody who kind of keeps up with it even a little bit will say, you know, I could see that. So even if what we're saying isn't necessarily happening as of yet, the prophecies are literally talking. That's where we are right now. The prophecies are jumping out the page like Braille, I think is what it is. For people who are blind and can't read, they have to use their fingers to touch, to feel the words that their mind is receiving. So these words are jumping out the book, man. You can feel these words if you're in the spirit. And these devils know it. That's why they're going to come down with great wrath eventually. So this is Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days be shortened, which the days are being shortened now. That's why certain days you might wake up and feel like, man, you know, I feel like this might be a long week ahead of me. By the end of the week, you looking back like, damn, that week went by quick as hell. Well, the Lord is making the time feel shorter. And not only that, once the mark of the beast is implemented, the Lord is going to speed up the time very quickly to where from that point, he's going to have to come back soon, or these devils would have everybody chipped. Everybody would die from poisonous foods. There wouldn't be any flesh left to be saved. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is shortening the days for his elect. This word is bringing the end. Okay? And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is shortening these days for his elect. Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So our salvation is close. And these devils know that our salvation is close because they understand in their spirit their time is short. And that's why they're angry. That's why they're soon to bring forth the mark of the beast, martial law, okay, the guillotines, okay, the Noahide laws. You know, things are going to get real serious. They're going to come down with a whole lot of wrath because they understand their time is up. And they're going to, you know, try to take others down with them because they're not trying to go alone. Okay? And that knowing the time, that now it is high time, or now it's surely time. Okay? Right now is the for sure time. For sure. Okay? To awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So salvation is closer than what we even know. We understand it's close. You know, here it is. We're thinking, okay, we're hoping to be out of here, you know, by 2025. The Lord might speed things up by January of 2025 and have us out of here by July. Not saying that that's how it's going to be, but I'm saying that's how the Lord operates. Things are going to move and keep on moving so quickly to where it's like, damn, you know, we really here right now. And that's where we are in prophecy. All right. These prophecies are talking, they're speaking, and Esau is in fear. These devils are trembling, and they know that the day of the Lord's return is soon to come. So all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakwadash. Shalom.